Hi, this is Polk Payton, and I am here with your blog number 26. I know that I have not posted a blog in probably about 2 weeks, but I just started a new internet radio show, and I want y'all to check out my internet radio show. It's really a lot of fun. It's called, you can go and listen to it, or you can call in. You can listen to it by logging in on your computer at www.thishasbeenapublicserviceannouncement.com, or you can call in, and the calling number is 917-932-1078. So 917-932-1078. You can call in and listen to the show. You can even call in and they'll let me know that you're on the air. You can talk to me on the show. And I mean, it's a lot of fun. You would absolutely love it. And it's a national show. So that means that no matter where you live, you can call in and talk to me, or you can tune in. You can click in on www.thishasbeenapublicserviceannouncement.com, and you can just talk to me. And so, I mean, it would be so much fun. So just check it out. And that's why I haven't blogged in a while, because I've been so busy with my radio show and with life in general and everything that I have going on. I'm headed to Dallas in the morning. I will be at the African American Museum on Saturday. I will be signing books and speaking at the book fair at the African American Museum Saturday. I'll be there from about 9 until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then on Saturday night I'll be on the 12th floor of the Omni Hotel on Lyndon B. Johnson Parkway in Dallas, and you can come over there and hang out with me. If you want to get a book, I'll have some books because I'm staying at that hotel, so I can go up to my room and get a book if I don't have any in the room with me. I mean, in the lounge with me, and you can get a copy of the book and I'll sign it for you. Anyway, so when I was talking to someone earlier today, and I started thinking about something, and I said that I wanted to go ahead and blog about it so that I would be able to talk about it on one of my shows, because what I've been doing and what's been happening is I've been taking PSAs from my book or PSAs from my blogs, and I've been talking about those on my radio show. Last week I talked about the trial of dating, and I mean, it was really, really cool. Everybody really seemed to enjoy it. It got very good reviews. And then this week I'm going to be talking about giving up your star status for your relationship. And today I was on the elliptical working out this morning, and I heard, and Pandora is always trying to get you to pay $3.99 so you can go commercial free. But I like the commercials that come on Pandora, so y'all would never get my $4. Just understand that y'all ain't gonna never get my $4. Did you understand that? You ain't getting my $4. I need that money. My baby is huge, and he always eating. That's all he know is, Mom, I'm hungry. I don't hear nothing else. Or either, Mom, I want to go to Joseph Banks and give me some clothes. I ain't got no money. I'm like, Jesus be a rich stepdaddy. I can't. I can't, and I just can't. I'm sorry. Anyway, maybe someday I will. You just never know. The Lord will give us what we need to be where we need to be and to get what we need to have. So anyway, but I'm on the elliptical, and this Mercedes commercial came on. And in the Mercedes commercial, they said, a great relationship needs a perfect balance of predictability and spontaneity. Oh my God, that was so deep. That was so deep to come from talking about a car. And I'm like, I don't even have a Mercedes. I just, I don't have a Mercedes. I got a Nissan. It's like, I ain't balling like that. And I got the same Nissan that I've had for 8 years, because I'm just not balling like that. So, you would think with all the stuff that I got going on, I actually have some money, but I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. It's just like, I'm waiting for my projects. I'm investing in myself. And so I'm waiting for my projects to pay for themselves. They haven't yet, but I believe that they will. But anyway, I mean, predictability and spontaneity. And I mean, it's just like, if you don't have a good balance of both of those things in your relationship, then the relationship is going to fail, and it's going to fail miserably. I mean, it's going to fail miserably. And then you're going to be sitting up there wondering, what I do? Why? Because you didn't have a good balance of spontaneity and predictability. It's all good to be, spontaneous, and you want to surprise your boo, and you want to, have some mystery about it, and you don't want her to always, know your every move and know your every plan and all that stuff. That's wonderful. But if she can't depend on you, if there's no predictability, if there's no ability to rely on you and to know that you have her back no matter what happens, if he can't rely on you to have his back, and he can't have your predictability along with his with your spontaneity, I mean, it's all good. You know, go to his job wearing a trench coat and a bra panties. That's wonderful. That's so sweet. But if he can't rely on you if his car break down on the side of the road, if he can't rely on you to call and to do what you need to do, if she can't rely on you to come and rescue her when she needs rescuing, then all that spontaneity, that ain't cute. It ain't cute when you need somebody to have your back and don't nobody have your back. So the spontaneity without the predictability is nothing. The predictability without the spontaneity is going to get boring, and then you ain't going to have nothing eventually. I mean, you know, the predictability will last longer than the spontaneity. The spontaneity will die quickly. It's like a high. It's like you know, I have worked with the drug court professionals as a defense attorney, and you know, it's like they talk about the crack high, and how the crack high, you know, you go up high and then you just crash, and that's why people run around looking for that high, and it's like because the crack high only lasts a few minutes, and so that's what that spontaneity get you. It'll get you a high, then it'll last for a few minutes, and it'll be over. But the methamphetamines, you know, a lot of people who used to use crack use meth now because the high lasts longer, but you're going to eventually crash. So I like to think of the spontaneity as a crack high that ain't going to last. And then I think of the predictability as a meth high that's going to be good to have somebody to depend on, but then sooner or later you're going to get bored and your high going to die. So, I mean, it's just like, that's the bottom line. And I mean, I'm not trying to pass judgment on anybody's relationship. I'm just saying, you can say what you want to say about the need for predictability and spontaneity in the relationship, and a good balance between those things, but it's invaluable. And I mean, I have never been that moved by a commercial, and I guess that's because I'm single and I have not met him yet. I don't know who he is. You know, when I say he, I'm like the man who is going to be my him for the rest of my life, the man who is going to flip my M upside down and turn my me into a we. I don't know who he is yet. And so it's just like, men just seem to not understand how to balance those things. You know, it's just like, because the spontaneity that you are trying to give to the relationship will end up looking like you playing games. And that's what it looks like, and because that's what it feels like. And so, you know, and then ladies, it's like your predictability that you're trying to give him and show him that you can be dependent upon, and that you're his ride or die, and you'll do whatever he needs to be done. After a while, that's going to make it seem like, you know, no matter what he does, you're going to be there, and he's going to make a fool out of you. So it's just like, women have an overabundance of predictability. Men have an overabundance of spontaneity. And you got to learn how to balance that out and come together with the balance of the spontaneity and the predictability. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess, and you ain't going to be able to stand each other by the end of the year. So my PSA today is about turning your me into a we. And when you turn your me into a we, that means you got to give up some of the things that you're used to. I mean, it's like the way I feel about relationships. I have been single for a long time. I've been divorced for more than 7 years, almost 7.5 years. And so it's like, I've been by myself for a while, and I don't want to be with myself, for myself, and by myself anymore. I want to give up some of my me for a we. I want to start flipping my M over so that I can make a we with someone. But, you know, and it's just like, guys, if you want to be by yourself, if you want to have all your autonomy, and you want to have all your me time, and you want to be by yourself, and you want to be bothered with a woman when you want to be bothered with her, you're not going to have me and do that, because you don't need me to be by yourself. And so if all you want to do is have me when you feel like being bothered, you can forget that. It ain't going down like that. It's just not. It's not going down like that. Because no woman who is worth anything, any woman worth having, is not going to put up with being treated like that. I mean, who would want to be treated like that? What if I said that I want to be by myself until I want to be bothered with you? Would you put up with that? You would absolutely not put up with that. So you're going to have to give up some of your me for we, or you want to go on about your business. I mean, you know, you don't need me to be by yourself. So if you want to be by yourself, but you're going to do it without me. And women, if you have any respect for yourself, you're going to let him be by himself with himself. You cannot let somebody just be there for you. There is nothing, you know, it's just like you want to be a part of something special, but what is special about somebody calling you when they ain't got nothing else to do? I mean, there's nothing special about that. There's nothing fun about that. There's nothing real about that. There is no predictability in that, because you don't know if you call him or you text him, you don't know whether he's going to answer his phone or not. And men, it's like, even though you know that she gonna be there no matter what, you don't know whether or not you can do the spontaneous things with her that you want to do. So ladies, we're gonna have to give up a little of our predictability for spontaneity. Guys, y'all gonna have to give up a little bit of your spontaneity for predictability so that you can turn your me into a we. You got to flip that M upside down and turn your me into a we. Because if you want to be by yourself, you don't need nobody's help to do that. Be by yourself with yourself. I mean, with yourself, for yourself, by yourself, but without me. So I guess the gist of the PSA today is the balance between spontaneity and predictability. It has to be a balance, because you know, that's why people get into like ruts in their relationship when they're married. They get into these ruts because the shortened version of routine, if you take some of those letters, if you take the, let me see, you take the O out, you take the I and the N and the E out of routine, and what you got? You got a rut. And so that's how people get into ruts, because they get into this routine where they know that this is going to happen at this time of day. We're going to have dinner at 6:15. If you ever seen that movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you know, the movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, you know, they said that was the moment when Angelina Jolie took Jennifer Aniston's husband from her. I don't know nothing about that. That ain't none of my business. And yeah, I mean, y'all always, this is what kills me about people. Why are y'all worried about whether Beyonce and Jay-Z together, whether or not somebody messing around with Jay-Z? Why you worried about who took, if Angelina Jolie took Jennifer Aniston away from Brad Pitt? You worried about whether or not Gabrielle Union took Dwayne Wade away from his woman, and who took Shaq away from his wife? That ain't none of your business. Mind your own business. That's why you ain't got no man, because you sit up there worrying about what these stars are doing, and they just doing a lot of this stuff. Because a lot of people say that all this drama that's been going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce over the last month or two, they say they've been doing that for ticket sales, and people been trying to go and watch their shows so they can see whether or not they really breaking up, or if they staying together, and who gonna get Ivy Blue in the divorce. I mean, they playing y'all. Y'all getting played. Quit being played and mind your own business so you can have a relationship with somebody on your own. Anyway, but I was talking about, see how I got off on that tangent? I was talking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie. Because in the movie, they were so into a routine. It's like they had a certain time that they had dinner. You know, he was asking her, did you do something different with the curtains? Did you do something different with the peas? Did you add something to the dinner? I added some carrots. You know, it's just like, really? And then, you know, but then when that relationship really started to get to the point where it needed to be was when they ended up shooting at each other, and you know, and ended up getting down on the kitchen floor. That's when the relationship really started to be really, really good, because they really started to find out who they were. And once they found out who the other person were, they were really able to come together and turn their me into a we. So if you want to do that, you're going to have to find some balance between your spontaneity and your predictability. You cannot let your routine become a rut. You cannot let your mate get bored with you, but you can also not let your mate feel neglected and abandoned by you. Because a lot of times men, what you call being spontaneous, you know, you ain't gonna be showing up at my house at 2 o'clock in the morning to call yourself being spontaneous. You done lost your mind just because you've been up there interviewing sample platter items at the club with your boys, and then didn't nobody paying out for the night. You ain't gonna be coming to my house at 2 o'clock in the morning, because I ain't gonna be your fallback position. I'm not gonna be old faithful. You done lost your mind. It ain't going down like that. So, you know, it's just like you can't let your spontaneity cause you your relationship because of the fact that you're not being there for her the way that you need to be there for her. Ladies, you cannot let your predictability cause him to think that he can come to you at 2 o'clock in the morning and do whatever he wants to and treat you however he wants to do, and no matter what he does, you're going to still be there. Let him know that it's not going down like that. Love yourself enough to do what you need to do. Dallas, Texas, I'm coming to see you this weekend. I'm on the highway in the morning. I will be at the Omni Lounge. If you got any questions, inbox me on Facebook. Email me at publicserviceannouncement@comcast.net and see when you can meet up with me this weekend in Dallas, Texas. It was good talking to you again. I look forward to hearing from you. Peace.